Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Surprise. Another impromptu stream. Seems to be the only way I can pull them off these days is impromptu streams. So that's what we're going to go with. Getting the windows all set up. Let's see if we got anybody out here. Cece. I see Cece. Hello, hello. Hey, Denise. Hey, Joan. Gail. Lolly. Cool. Good to see you guys all trickling in. Hey, Jean. I'm one step closer to getting your cinch on the way, Jean. I got a box. Now I just got to get it packed into the post office for them to weigh it and get back to you. BDN Star. That's a new one. Hi, welcome. Okay, so I thought I'd come in and jump on here and just play for a little bit. I had a couple ideas of Chroma pigment mixes I wanted to kind of play with. So first of all, I wanted to show you guys. I was hoping Kia would be on, but I don't see her. Hey, Dr. Dot. I don't see her, but she sent me this with a nice note. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Z. This is from Kia. She sent this to me with a nice note, and she made this herself. And she said, I made it a long time ago before you lost one puppy and got another. But anyway, look at this little handmade puppy doll. How cute is that? Little collar. And even a wiggy wiggy tail. Oh, that made it look like something else, but that's okay. Yeah, he does. It's beautiful. So she sent me this. I have to keep it out of Oakley's sight because he'll think that's his play toy. So I'm going to put this in a safe place and keep it down here out of his range of vision. Hey, Kat. I never saw anything that she made. Hey, Shauna. I never saw anything that she made before, so that's kind of cool. So I'm going to have a cough. Oh, so come to find out. Remember when I was sick back at the retreat and couldn't shake it and all that stuff? Went to urgent care. No, you have a virus. Then I went to my doctor in early August. Oh, glad. I'm glad. Do you go by Star? BDM Star? Do you go by? It's okay. We call you Star. I'm glad you've caught us live. I need to start streaming more regularly, and I'm sneaking up on being able to do that. So hopefully will be more than 15 minutes notice one of these days. Hey, Gayla. Anyway, long story short, I thought it might be allergies because I was on a week of 10 days of antibiotics. It didn't do anything but cripple my legs. So I went to an allergist last week, and he very clearly was convinced and diagnosed me as having, never heard of it, cough variant asthma. He said brought on by the a virus that I had in July. So he gave me a steroidal inhaler, and I coughed my brains out still yesterday, but it's been better today. So we'll see. If I cough, that's what it is. Can't help it. Hey, Travis. Good to see you. All right. So as some of you, if you're Chroma fans, Chroma, we actually found out when we went to Chroma in New York City for the class, we found out that they call it kennel cough. I should get diagnosed. That's highly likely, Gayla. That's a good possibility. But thanks, EC. Anyway, fans of Chroma pigments, the Magic Indian Summer pigment that you've seen me use and other people use, and it comes in a couple of their pre-put together palettes, is a rare pigment that is no longer available and hasn't been available for over a year. But they do have a few pans, so I got a couple little backup pans because it's one you don't want to be without. Call me crazy. I've been called worse. So anyway, I got a few more pigments. I got this Hostaperm pink that we used just a touch of this, if you guys remember when we were in New York, to put into like a silver and gold mix to try to make a rose gold. Remember how strong that was? That's that Hostaperm pink. And I got Royal Damask. We'll try that one. That's got a couple colors in it. Hey, Eileen. Chroma green, which actually I think this is the wrong green. I know I wanted magic green and I already had that one. But anyway, now I have chroma green. So we'll find something fabulous to do with that. And this is Tropical Sunrise Magic Green. And so I got some black, and that's what I want to use. And then I got this glitter gold as well. You can't go wrong with that, right? So I'm going to get this out of the way. Where's my mask? I just saw it. Yeah, right. If it's green, it's got to be good. Hang on, let me find my mask. Oh, you know what? I wanted to mention something to you guys that were long timers at my art weekend. If you were there the first year, I just saw where Andrea posted on the Maryland art page earlier today that Erica, that was there the first year, passed away. She was, I think, 33 years old. So I was sorry to hear that. And I know Jean will remember, Xandra will remember her. I don't know if CB's out there or not. Gail and Kathy, you didn't meet her. She was here the first year. Yeah, really young, really young. I don't know any of the details or what happened, but yeah, God bless her. Hey, Jan. Yeah, Jan would have remembered her. So what my brilliant idea is, and I don't know if this is going to work or not, is that I thought I would mix, where are you? There you are, my little luscious darling. Some Pacific Lagoon with it. Hey, Marie. Hey, well, I got a group here. Now, some of you guys already know this. Joan Smithy's Crafterholic on Facebook. Our infamous Joan, who is a machine when it comes to creating things, has been taken on with iStencils as a new designer for her stencil design. So all of you people that email me asking for Joan's website where you can buy her stencils, now you can. And you can find them on iStencils.com. Not yet. They'll be out in another couple of weeks probably. Excuse me. They'll be out on iStencils.com, and Sherry's going to put Joan stencils under my heading. So they'll be under Patti Tolley Parrish heading, but then you'll see Joan stencils with her name on it, and you know, commissions for her stuff go right to Joan. So excuse me, gosh darn it. So that's very exciting. I'm really happy for Joan, and happier for Paul that she can let him off the cutting machine for a little while. But I heard that Joan is thinking about streaming. That would be awesome, Joan, if you could do that. It's really pretty easy. It's a little confusing at first, getting used to watching the chat, watching what you're doing, watching the screen, but once you do it a couple times, you got it. And Cece, we want you to stream again, of course. So yeah, exciting stuff. Oh, and we're going to have another sale eye stencil sale, and I'm going to work with Sherry at Eye Stencil so that we can try to do it and line it up so that it coincides with the launch of when they get Jones Designs programmed and loaded up on the site. So stay tuned. As soon as I know what a good date is, I'll be blasting it all over social media for everybody to be aware, because I don't want to get poo-pooed because somebody comes in a day late. You didn't tell me there was a sale. I can only tell you so many ways, people. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm not sure how I want to do this. I'm just going to do it. What the heck? What's the worst that can happen, I say? I'm going to start with, well, putting my mask on for one. Hate this thing. I'm going to be muffled. It's going to sound like I'm being kidnapped. I must have the wrong glasses on. I'm having a hard time seeing the darn screen. Oh, yeah, my glasses are fogging up already. So I'm going to take some of this Furnace Black. Ooh, that's really fine. Ooh, that's so fine. Don't know how much to use. I'm just kind of winging it like you know, I'm a winger. Oh, I missed something. Dot, you're giving up on your streams? Don't do it. As Oakley would say, oh my goodness, don't do it. Oh, great, Jean. That Jean's the one you want. She's the mastermind behind the streaming software. All right, now let's see. I don't know how this mixes. This is, well, right away, it's wadding up like a big booger. Yeah, we'll get her going. Hey, Amalia. Need more medium. This has a really, this Furnace Black has a really different texture to it. It's so fine. It's almost like a real fine, like a powder would be, like talcum powder would be ish. And I'm doing this like we learned at Creamer. I have the smooth, remember I etched this glass? Because one thing that we learned was that you don't have to etch the glass. This is etched underneath here. You don't have to grind it between or mull it between two etched surfaces. They just do it on plain glass. So we shall see. Let me find my other. Oh, where's my other knife I wanted? Well, this is wet enough now. There's no particles. I got to take this darn thing off. Patty was greeting everyone. Black again. Are you making just the black? I'm just going to mix up the black. Then I'm going to add some Pacific Lagoon to it. This is Furnace Black. Creamer Furnace Black. And there's the number. Maybe. Oh, for Lord's sake. 26600. Now, I have a pan of this black. And it's a very thick, opaque, dark, dense black. So we'll see what happens. I don't know how that's going to work. It's either going to be awesome or, oh, you shouldn't have mixed those two together. So we'll see. I think I need a bigger. And I think she was doing this, right, Sandra, up at Kramer? Rather than all over the place, she was more like twisting her wrists like this. Patty, the black I mix at Creamer is still sticky. Doesn't dry completely on paper. I may have used too much medium. Oh, interesting. Well, this seems to be mulling it really nicely, actually. Oh, here's a big old blob over here. No wonder. This feels like tar. And look, Z, it's not coming off the glass. Like hers was. Oh, excuse me. I find the more I talk, the more I cough. So maybe not an ideal night to stream. So I don't know if any of you guys know this. Xandra might, because I was texting with her recently. I don't remember. One of my close and oldest friends, her husband has been in the ICU since, well, let's see. Sunday was a week. So like 10 days on a ventilator, was in a medically induced coma until yesterday, or no, until this Sunday. I was up there this Sunday for about 6 hours hanging with him. With severe Legionnaire's disease and both in both lungs. They had him in a medically induced coma, giving him paralysis drugs so he couldn't move or feel anything. Was in one of those rotoprone beds where it moves and tilts him to try to rock the fluid loose in his lungs. Really bad, really bad. So they started turning back the drugs that had him in the medically induced coma and the propofol and the paralysis drugs Sunday, and then they're going back and forth with some other drugs he needs, because as he starts to wake up, he's becoming really agitated, because all he knows, he doesn't know anything. All he knows is that there's some kind of hoses and tubes down his throat and nose, which I'm sure his reflex will be to think that they're keeping him from breathing. So the transition coming out of that is going to be pretty rough, but that's what has to happen. And he's to the point where they're working on that. So that's awesome news. But how do you mix in your recycling and it will be easier to get off the glass? Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I was gonna. Now, I don't know how this is going to affect that. I'm not going to put in any more in case it's a real plop. Yeah, really small progress so far. He has been opening his eyes. He said some of the drugs they gave him causes delirium, and it might not wear off for several days before he's really aware of anything that anybody's saying to him. But yesterday, he squeezed his wife, my friend's hand when she talked to him. And today he squeezed the hand of a couple other friends. So let me get you down a little bit quicker. What am I trying to make? A mud pie, apparently. Hang on. Let me try to get you down a little bit closer. I'm mixing Pacific Lagoon with black, because you know how awesome that looks when you put it on black. Hey, Chio. Nice to see you here. I'm possibly making a mess at the moment. Hang on, I should have my mask back on. This is kind of fluffy. This is really sticky. It is like tar, CC. I don't know if you had the same black or not. I might need to do that, or I might need to just spritz it with a little distilled water. I don't want to make it too sticky like Cece mentioned. I'm glad you did, Chio. Yeah, this was a surprise stream. Not even I knew I was streaming tonight. I was thinking about streaming tomorrow night, and then I realized that was Wednesday, and Z's going to be on at 7:30, and I wouldn't really have enough time. My week got all screwed up this week with changing plans for training nights, and the night I get my hair cut, and the night Dave starts bowling again this Wednesday, and so we're very flexible here at the Parrish. So this feels pretty good now, but it like the Lagoon looks like it's gone bye-byes. I'm going to give it one more of these little mashings here. It does feel very, I don't know, tar-like. Now, actually, at an angle, I see like a bronze metallic to the black, which you guys probably can't see. This brilliant idea may have gone in the shitter, if you know what I mean. A little closer. CC, I mean, Gayla, are you being serious, or? Every time I get it closer, I got to push it further away from me. Oh, my Zoom's not working? Oh, that's right. Ah, crap. I'm zooming on my Minicam, and it's zooming in like crazy, and you guys aren't seeing that, are you? Nope. Shoot, and I forgot how to do that. And I think you told me that that's a setting, Jean, to do before I get started. Let me see. Can I do it now? Minicam preferences. Video. No. Network. General. I like Minicam CC, but I'm not using it to the max for sure. I use it strictly so that my picture is flipped the right way, because the backwards thing was driving me cuckoo. Cuckooer. If that's. Hey, Josie. Welcome. I don't know if I can change that now, Jean, or not. Not sure I can zoom. You have Minicam chosen as your camera before you began. It should be there if you used it last time. Well, in Minicam, I have my webcam chosen. So I never see Minicam coming up as a choice to choose it. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm gonna carry on, because apparently I can't zoom. Oops, zoom at this point. All right, let's see what happens when I swatch this. It's either going to be really cool or really nothing. And by what it looks here, it looks like it's going to be really nothing. And then I wasted that luscious pigment. But let's see. Don't anybody panic so far. Get a piece of paper. Well, yes, for YouTube Live, you have to tell them to use Minicam instead of webcam. Oh, hell. I didn't even get a chance with everything going on, Jean, to look at anything. Yeah, I'll try something else if this doesn't work. CC. We'll see. We'll see, CC. All right. Let me get a little bit off of here. Wow, that's black. I do see some blue popping out of there. Let me get more water on it. This is really dark pigment. Wow, look at this pigment. Look at it go. I'm just adding more water to my brush. Holy mackerel. That's a lot of pigment. I was wondering what you were asking me to do, CC. This one dip turned my whole large mason jar of water black. Told you it was a strong pigment. Oh, I should have pinged Randy and Teresa that I was on. I'm not sure. I'm with them on Twitter. It does. It looks like melted licorice. Actually, that's a pretty good description. Hang on, let me tweet them text them real quick. Pardon me. So as this dries, it's starting to come up, showing that purpley pink, purpley blue in there. Let me let that dry. Let me grab a piece of black. Yeah, more and more that blue's coming up. And you can see where I wet it there. I don't know if you'll be, well, see that flash of blue right there? Where it's wet? Very interesting. I'm just going to take a little teeny tiny bit of that. See what happens over here. Black on black, but the lagoon showing through. So that's the black watercolor on black. And it definitely comes through. I'm trying to show you the purple. It's like Xandra knows that the purple's really evident in person. You can get it like on the curve of the paper, the way it catches the light. It's really, really difficult. There you go, a little bit of that. You can see some purple in there when it makes that arc around that bend or not. So you can see that starting to come up, but I don't really think there's a benefit to that. Unless you'd be using it on the white paper, right? Huh. I don't know. I mean, to use it, as I said that out loud, I thought, you're just using it on white paper. I took the teeniest bit of pigment off of there this time. Teeny tiny. I try to get it washed out a little bit. But you can see it in there as soon as it hits the paper. You can see it. And we're going to focus. I can pull this back out now because you guys can't see what I'm doing anyway with that zoom. Yeah, and this, I can really see the purple in this too. I don't know if I can get you guys to see it on here. You can see the teal and the blue, or the greeny turquoise and the blue, and a little teeny tiny flash of purple in there every once in a while. So that might be interesting to use on more on white paper. I mean, it seems crazy to put black watercolor on black watercolor paper, but this is just bond paper that I'm using here. There you go. You can see some of that purple. Trust me, it's brighter in person. All right, let me dispose of this into a pan. It's very thick. I'll be curious to see how this dries, CC, after what you said. Yikes. Messy. That's forming stiff peaks. I don't think I have enough for a half pan left. Let me try one. Let me grab one out of here. Something's wrong with these glasses. I can't hardly, I'm not seeing right here. What's Gayla saying now that she's in shock? Doctors don't want me to talk about it. Oh, Lord. I'll have to look at that later. Lord only knows. I think I've cleared my throat like a million times in the last several weeks. Actually, over a month now. Maybe it's 2 million, given that. Wow. This is really thick and sticky. Wow. I do have a half pan there or more. Well, I've never gotten this. Oh, you know why? I'm using this big knife. I need my smaller knife to put it in the pans. Baltimore. Oh! Why? Keep your voice down, Gayla. That's your initiation. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. I'm going to take, this is quite the mess. Quite the mess. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Whole pan's black. You would think, Jean, what happens in Maryland stays in Maryland, but you know, did you ever hear of the saying, loose lips sink ships? Hello. All right, I'm gonna go wipe this mess down because I could paint the whole basement black with this, what's left on here. Chat amongst yourselves. Wow, you would not believe the mess this is making. In the sink, that pigment is so dark. You want a black watercolor? Get yourself a pan of that in Chroma. Burn it black. That was on the smooth side, that much stuff to it. Almost done. Wow. That was crazy. And now I see as the light hit my working area here as I came back. I see. Hang on, I need to get some water. I'm going to use this. Nope, that's not water. Oh, good enough. Look at that little bit of microscopic pigment that was there. Good night. Well, This is like a contact sport. You got sympathetic asthma coughing, Jean? Oh my gosh, I know. I know it's annoying as all get out, but it is what it is. I wanted to try this. This is a new pigment to me. Royal Damask. You're going to cut your pie. What about us? Enjoy your pie, Kim. This is still sticky on here. That's really weird. Very strange. Very strange. That usually, when you're mulling this stuff, that usually just comes like right off of there. And actually, this damask, I don't have to mull because it's one of the shimmery ones. Look at my hands. Great. I just washed my hands. Like, how is this possible? Is it watercolor? Supposed to be what? Look at my hands. Water soluble and come off of your body relatively easily with water. Well, whatever. I'm a dirty, dirty girl. All right, back with the mask. I'm just going to mix this by itself. I just got a small bottle of this. Staining colors. Yeah, it must be one. It is. It's got that Lagoon in it. It's pretty much dry now. So I guess that'll be good to use on white paper. That's what I'm going to go with. Good Lord. Now I have my mask on. Every breath it's steaming up my glasses, so I can't see what the hell I'm looking at. All right, let's go with this. And I can't remember the description on this, but I think it's like a red-green situation going on there. Put my fruit juice on your keyboard. That doesn't sound too good, Doc. Where's my, there we go. A little bit of that. You can see the metallic starting to come to the surface on that. Okay. This looks kind of interesting. Right now it's looking like a peachy flamingo pink, Eileen. Wow, that shrank down to just like nothing. I don't even know if that would fill a half pan. But they told us not to mull the metallics and pearlescence, and that it's got something to do with the mica molecules or fragments are flat. They're not round. and they don't respond to mulling like pigments that are tiny round bits like in the regular colors, the non-metallic or non-pearlescent colors. All right, let me just see what this looks like. Whew, damn mask. Let's have a look-see. Let's do this on black. These pigments are crazy how ooh. Hello, lover. That's kind of like an Indian summer thing, but with a hot pink. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like hot pink on one side. These lights aren't great either. And it goes to like a brassy copper. See that shift? Let me do it on the white. See, you can't hardly even see it on the white. I see Barb. Hey, Barb. Welcome, my friend. So yeah, on white, and we'll have to let that dry, but you can barely see that on the white. Kind of an interference kind of deal. But look at this rascal. I don't know if the camera's going to let you really appreciate the brightness of this. Really like a magenta, like a metallic magenta. And it shifts to a, I don't know, coppery gold bronze. Mama going to be making some more of that. Hang on. A larger jar may be in order. That ought to get me close to a full pan. It's Royal Damask. There you go, 50653. It's really pretty. Really, really nice. Hang on, let me get some more going here. Mama would like a full pan, please. So, Jean, can you put a link up to Xandra's online store? I wanted to make sure to direct everybody there. I've had a lot of people ask me about buying my rose gold, and I just don't have the capacity to make it to sell. But Xandra is making it and selling it the way I do on her online store, which is called paintandpaperstudio.com. And that's our Xandra Scrap to Beauties here. So if you want any of that rose gold, and she's making some other colors, she's making a whale tail, and I think she's going to make a mermaid tail, and I'm not sure what other concoction she's coming up with. But she's going to have just a few, not a whole line of the whole spectrum of colors, just a few specialty colors. So check her out. It's paintandpaperstudio.com. I think she just restocked the rose gold, actually. I don't remember this description of this. I thought for sure it said something about red and green. Definitely not red and green. It's like fuchsia, magenta, and a brassy copper. Mama like. I can tell you that much right now. I don't even know if that's going to make a full pan, but we shall see. Come here. Oh, it's sold out already again. I'm sure she'll make more. Some of these pigments are, well, they're not cheap, number one. But they are really awesome. But they make a lot less than you think when you get that hump of powder up there on your glass. Oh, you do have them in stock now, Z. Okay, great. Yeah, I knew she sold out once or twice and had them restocked last time I looked. Oh, hell, I should have wrote on the pan. You people don't remind me when you know I can't remember anything anymore. I got a second black pigment. Furnace. Oh, wait a minute. Furnace. Oh, they're different. This is Furnace Black, Lamp Black, and it feels different. And this is for XSL Furnace Black, and they have different numbers. Who the hell knows? Anyway, what do I have on my glass? Oh, from that mask. No wonder I can't see. Barb, he's doing great. Much better. He will be 7 months next week. He's probably about 65 pounds right now. And he's cute as he can be. He can be a handful too, but he is getting better. I got to give him props for that. But we're still going to training, and our hope is if we can live long enough and get him going, to have him be able to get him classified or certified as a therapy dog. Hey, Linda, as a therapy dog, and take him to like nursing homes and hospitals to see kids and stuff. He's a baby and he's a rebellious teenager. Great. But he's also can be an angel. And when we go to training, he like aces everything that he has to do in tracing. Yes, sleep perfect dog when he's sleeping. Oh, you've been here, Gayla? But he excuse me. He aces it when we go to training. So when he's in that mode, and when I take him, I put his pretty little shiny prawn collar on him, and we go for a walk outside. Now, our street is a very quiet street with little traffic and little distractions, but he does really good. He walks at my heel on a loose leash with it slacked. Oh, sorry, Travis. So Chroma Green, Magic Green. You know, let me look at something. Hold the phone. On the phone. I'm going to look at this. Is this the right set? And that pearlescent set, Joan, I know you have it. I wonder if that's the... Where the hell did I put it? Where would you be, my pearl? Oh, hang on. Good Lord. I put it together in a 48 tin. Hang on. I think that might still be over on the other table. There's a green, 2 greens in the pearlescent creamer set. And I'm wondering if one of those is Chroma green. Hang on. My Rachel Beth. Oh, here we go. I knew something was missing. Oh, and here's my water sprayer. See what I find when I start unpacking from the end of July? Lord mercy. Oh my gosh, I had all these still packed up. This ridiculous habit. I need help. I need a program. All these were still packed up. These are my Rachel Beth, I think. Yes, these are Rachel Beth. That's not the one I'm looking for. These are the creamer ones I made, so I'm going to add those to this one when they dry, which won't be anytime soon at this rate. I really don't have enough room. What is this? Oh, these are my Daniel Smiths that I tend to go to all the time. Okay. They all kind of start looking alike. This one. This is the one where I have the two. I want to see if one of these greens is this green. Chroma 50621. No, these are 6-digit numbers. This is a 5-digit number. Really interesting. I wonder if that's Chroma. Where's my magic? Oh, right here in my hand. Holy mackerel. 50658. This is 506588. I'm going to mix some of that and see if that's the same color. I'm a bit curious. Very curious indeed. That's dry in there now. I don't know if that shows up any better or not. Gosh, it really isn't showing how hot pink that is. Not hot pink, but I mean, real magenta. Magenta-ish. On here, you can start to see that. See where it's clear on the... You know what? That almost looks, at one angle, I do see green in there. See that? See that green? And now it goes to the magenta and with that bronzy cast on top of it. Oh, you're even fancier than I thought. Glenda, trust me, you can have too many. And it actually is very confusing when you go to do something to try to figure out what you're going to use. If I just had one set, I knew what I was going to use. I wouldn't have to fight that battle. Don't follow my lead. I'll take you right to the poorhouse. Yes, the medium I use is from Creamer. See the logo on there? And this is a mix, already pre-mixed, of gum arabic, honey, and glycerin are all pre-mixed in here. And that's what is suitable for their pigments. So I'm going to make some of this. Sunrise Magic Green. Bright green to oxidizing brass. This one says it right on the label what the shift is. Hey, True North. Oh, well, it would help if I put the right cap on here. I'm trying to watch the chat and put the lid on. It's the wrong lid. Janet, what are you not doing? Are you not going to mix pigments? I bet you are. Okay, Chroma green. So this is this one. This is Damask. I put these with the pans that I'm making. Forget what the hell I got here. You're gonna do it. All right. I can already see this looks like buttery. Well, that must be the brass. A buttery color mixed in with a little greenish. I want you to see this up close. I'll do it the old-fashioned way. See where that water gets in there? It starts showing that shimmer. Okay, back with the mask. I'm just going to hold it in place. James! That's another new name. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm anxious to see if it's close to what's in that pan in my pearlescent set. And with it being that 1 digit off, how different that pigment actually is. Just pick out your favorite, Janet, and buy that pigment and a little medium. That's all you got to do. You do spirit art? I'm not sure I know what that is, but it sounds intriguing. Patty, did I see you got your puppy? I did. Yes, Kia, it's right here. Out of harm's way for my experiment. I showed it at first of the video when I opened up. This is a puppy that Kia made for me. Oakley must never see this, or it'll be back to a ball of yarn. And see, that's not a whole pan there, and I thought I had more than enough for a whole pan. Very deceiving. Some of these just scrunch down to nothing when you get the pigment on it. That's why these paints are expensive. The pigments are luscious, but you know, Z knows that when you buy a jar of them, how much they cost. And of course, they're all different amounts, but like the Pacific Lagoon, that's a really expensive pigment. I mean, it's the coolest pigment on earth, in my opinion, but you know, when you buy a bottle of it and you make, you know, a small bottle and you get 3 or 4 half pans out of it, that's pretty pricey. All right, let's see what we got here. Sorry, just trying to catch up on Pat. I saw somebody saying on chat. I saw somebody saying use all caps. I'm not sure what I missed. All right, I'm going to take, where did I put the set I just had in my hand? Here it is. Yeah, heck if I know, Jean. Like I said, and it's the truth. I know enough to be dangerous. But I'm going to take a little bit of this one. This is 50658. This is 506588. Let's see what that one little 8 difference, what that means. All right, let me lift. You probably can't see me a little bit. You can. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this out of my Eileen and Jean, are you watching this? Now let's do that on white. We all love a little shimmer and gold, James, that's for sure. Okay, it's kind of like another interference color here. So that's the one in this palette. I'm going to set this aside. Aside. Where is aside? Let's put it over here. And I'm going to take a little bit of this. Okay, this I'm going to put next to this one. That might be the very same pigment. Oh, Cece, do you have some dental work done? Oh, you're going to be mixing some, Jean. So, wow, they do turn to brass. And you can't see them, can you, like that? Hang on. Let's see if I can get this at the right angle. They go completely brass. You don't see any green when you get it at the right angle. And can I do that on camera? Oh, man, it's not going to show. That's so weird. At this angle, it almost looks rose gold. It's got a coppery color to it. It's called, I'd say it's brass, but it's more of a coppery rose gold. Daggone it. It's so hard to, oh, that's a weather warning on my phone. We're supposed to have really bad storms all evening tonight. Why can't you see that? It's so frustrating. You can only see half as gorgeous as these are. But they're very close to being the same. I'm going to let those dry. Oh, keep it down by your desk. Keep it lower. Turn it. That's so weird. It's so clear and obvious in person that it flashes to a completely different color. And it's really reminds me of my rose goldish kind of color. Let's let it dry. We'll see what happens. All right. Well, now that I have it here, oops. So this was the Tropical Sunrise Magic Green. They're really, they really are. Their pigments are unbelievable. I would love to know what some of the people that make the handmade watercolors, what they use for their pigments to get the shimmery ones. Oh, you know what? That's what I wanted to do. Oh, I'm glad I said that out loud. Oh, I want to try something. All right, let me put this here and put that one behind that so I know what the hell that is. I wonder what the difference in chroma green is. 50621. Who the hell knows? You add something to it to make it green. I must have missed another message, James, to add. Do you add something to it to make? Oh, do I add something to it to make it green? No, that's the pigment. That's this pigment with the only thing I add is the watercolor medium to blend it and make it stick to paper. It's gum arabic, honey, and glycerin. But I don't, that's the pigment's that color. An ugly version of chromium green. It's a metallic. It's a pearl luster. I don't think, hell, even if you make baby poof, if it's shiny and got pearl luster to it, that's pretty. Hey, Vicky. I know your weaknesses, Gayla. Reeling you in. Okay, while I've got this, well, it's not really clean, but you know what I mean. Yes, they have a red. They have a beautiful red one called Cougar Red. That's the red one that I have. And that's a color shifting color too. But that's the Cougar Red. Come on, baby. Well, you'll have to trust me. It's not going to focus, but Cougar Red is gorgeous. All right. Let's do Chroma Green. This I can tell already. It's got more of a glittery kind of sparkle to it. Yeah, I think they named it after Eileen. It's where they got the cougar part from. It's a beautiful color. Really good color. I'll show you that when remind me. You're going to have to remind me to get the pan out and show you what that looks like. And that's assuming I remember where the hell I put the pan. That's another problem. Hey, Eileen, don't think the Navy guys and the Coast Guard and the Marines weren't talking at the Maritime Center. Hey, do you guys know Eileen? Whoa, that one really sucks up the medium. It's funny how these are so different. Oops, and look how that just, the air coming out of my little pipette spritz some. Back with the mask. I myself was once a cougar back in the day. BC, if you know what I mean. This is going to be more, well, I don't know. Does this have a pearl luster chroma green? That doesn't have any, like the other one said what the green shifted to, but this one doesn't say that. I wish all the labels had that on there. Their website, I'm telling you, their website's a pain in the ass to navigate through. I got to tell you. When you get there on the left nav bar, look for, if you're looking for pans of watercolor, look for ready-made colors and look under the pigments heading and look under pearlescent metallic to find all the stuff I'm using. Travis, now when Patti shows this color. Oh, this is what you have in your whale's tail? Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, and I like that we don't have to mull the metallic and pearlescent colors. We're not supposed to mull those because mulling's a pain in the ass. Oh, can you guys hear that thunder? Babe will be having a seizure. I can tell you that right now. These are very, very close to the same color, and you still can't see that. Darn it. When I can get, let's see, how can I get that from my angle to the camera angle at that same angle? I can't see any green when it gets to a certain angle. Oh, there you go. Well, that's not really a true representation. That looks reddish there, but it's like a rosy gold copper. Can you? But there you go. Can you see that change? So you can see some change. You know, I'm not totally wackadoodle. All right, let's see what Chroma Green's all about, shall we? We shall. Ugh. Oh, this is this is more turquoise than the other green. Oh, Z. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see what that does on white. I've heard of that, the folk art color shift, Vicki, but I haven't, well, I haven't looked for it, to be honest. I haven't been at Michael's for months. I can't even tell you the last time I was at Michael's. My schedule has been wackadoodle since before the retreat, getting ready for it and working up to it. And with Oakley, I'm going to blame it on Oakley. Oh, he's a time suck, let me tell you. He's better now because we can keep him in the crate longer. I don't have to run home from lunch anymore. And how fast to dry it? Just on the paper, it dries pretty fast like any other watercolor would. Oh, hello, lover. That's awesome. It's turquoise and green and a little brassiness. Oh, yeah. Well, now you guys are looking at it. It looks purple and teal on there. Yes, yes, yes. That one's gorgeous. Mama gonna make some more of that. On the paper? Are you talking about drying, James? It also depends on where you are. I don't smoke, CC. Hell, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, James, it depends on if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, and you're using watercolor, just because the dry, low humidity of that area, it's going to dry a lot quicker. Just like acrylic paint would dry quicker there. And if you're in a cooler, more humid climate, it's going to take longer to dry. But it dries about the same time as any other. Now, this isn't watercolor paper. This is just bond paper. It just happens to be black, so I'm using that. But it's pretty much dry already. It's still a little cool. I can feel there's dampness to it, but it's pretty much set. So this color right here, remember this is what Xander's using in her whale's tail, mixed with like a phthalo bluish kind of color, I think. And then this is mixed in with it. Oh, you know what? Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'm like, squirrel, I just thought of something else to do. All right, I'm going to put that there. That's Chroma green. Chroma green. Okay. Don't do, Patty. Don't do what? Be sure to write down mixes that work well, Patty. Yeah, I know. Well, that's not a mix. That's a pure pigment right there. I'll mark, and I didn't mark the damn containers again. I get so excited about how it's going to come out. I forget to mark the containers. Squirrel. Okay, hang on. I just had a thought. And this is my thought. I got some of the cobalt blue turquoise light. This is not metallic. This is just the basic pigment. Yeah, the black one. I do know what that was because I've been thinking about that all week. I bet Babe is up there sitting on Dave's shoulders with all this thunder. Yes, I should write it on the pan, and I meant to every time, and then I get so worked up I forget it. I'm going to mix this because you know I like me some teal. And that looks bluer on your screen. It's like a neon teal turquoise here, more green than what you're seeing. Now, let's see. I'm going to mix these dry. Yeah, it's more blue there. But this is more green, and I mean, pow, bright on my screen. I'm going to put Chroma green in that. See, light me another one up. What number is that blue? The turquoise? 45750. It's cobalt blue turquoise light. I don't have the, it was in a bag and I put it in one of their jars, so it's, you can't really see. Oh, there you go. All right, I'm going to mix this up a little bit. Put my mask over my face. Now, they taught us at Chroma to mix like the turquoise separate, mix the Chroma separate, and then mix them together wet. Well, I don't listen to everything. And Amalia, you're right there in New York City where you can walk into Chroma every day, you little rascal. I could not live in the city, but it would make it a lot more pleasant if Chroma was down the block from me. I don't know how close you are to it. I know that could be quite an event for you to get there, but you're closer than me, that's for sure. These are sucking up that medium too. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm mesmerized by my pigments. I haven't done it like that, Patty. I do it mixed like you. Yeah, I do too. And I've seen other people do it online like that, just mixing the dry pigments. Joan, have you and Paul made a lot of your watercolors with the pigments you bought there? As this mixes, it almost looks like the cobalt teal, or whatever that is, turquoise light, is eating the chroma green, like it's taken away its shimmer. That would be rude, but I think it'll come out when we sample it. All right, I'm going to try this. You have quite a few. I bet you guys got some really nice pigments. Yeah, I couldn't live there. I couldn't live in New York City. Hey, Nancy. Welcome. All right, let me try this one. Oh, this one's actually kind of sparkly too. Come on, Mama. Doesn't matter what color you are, just to show close up the... Okay, or don't do it. Either way, I'm good. Experiment, I know. It's like mad scientist stuff, right? All right, let's see what happens here on the black. I don't know if this might show better on the white. And some of these shimmers, you can't see them until they dry. Yeah, Joan, you really have to stream, I think. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking you do. Because you got too much cool stuff that you do. And with all these pigments and watercolors and stuff. It's too much to keep to yourself. All right, now this, hang on. I see the glittery stuff in there, but I'm not getting the benefit of it yet. Oh, it's starting to come up here. I'm wondering if I need to put more of that in there. I'm going to let these dry a little bit. Hey, Penny. Is that our Penny from the retreat? I didn't see the sign and name. Penny the Vault. Yep. You better get your little ass over here and play with this stuff with me. Penny lives very close. She'll do a drive-by and she can come in to see me. Hurts my feelings, Penny. Gotta tell you. I can't see with my glass. These are my old glasses. And I can't see with them and I can't see without them. Bye, Barb. Thanks for stopping in. You can see it's starting to shine in the teal there. That's starting to come up, showing the metallic in there. Would you try use blue and gray? Blue and gray. You mean mix blue and gray? Well, I don't have a gray pigment. not sure what you mean by that, James. If you can be more clear, I'll try it if I got it. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I'm thinking I might need to put a little bit more of the Chroma green in there. But then I look at it here, and it's really popping on, starting to pop on there as it dries. And it's odd because, you know, these cobalt teals like this swatch the blue on top of the black. I think James wants you to swatch the blue on top of that black you have on the paper. You mean swatching on top of this, CC? The black that's on the white paper. So put some of this turquoise over that. Sure. Why not? I don't think it's going to do much because this teal is an opaque pigment. I think it's just going to make it a lesser vibrant, excuse me, a lesser vibrant teal, I believe. You can see it on there. We'll see what happens as it dries. I mean, on top of the light gray. Oh, on top of here? Maybe here? I think that'll just overtake that because of its opacity, I think. But again, as they all say, what the hell do I know? All right, we'll let those dry out, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Yeah, I got real excited about that, but I'm not, maybe I need to add gold in here. I wonder if I need to add gold in here. How bad can that be? Oh, what the hell? Less talking and more adding. This is the Calibri Glitter Gold. See you, Kathy. I need my other. Here it is. Right here. It's thundering like crazy here. You like the gold? Everybody likes a little gold in their life. Let's see what happens. I'm wondering if it's going to turn this teal like a more green color. Tiny touch of pink to make purple. Ooh, I'll pull some off to the side and do that. People are getting crazy now. Crazy, I tell you. Oops. Get back in there. I think the problem is the opacity of the teal. I think it's going to cover up a lot of that shimmer. Does that make sense to you guys that know what the hell I'm talking about? Barely makes sense to me, and I'm the one saying it. I mean, looking at that, I don't see any of the glitter. Okay, so this bottom one's kind of dry here, James. All right, let's see what the hell we're doing here. All right, let's take a little bit of you here. Oh, that's heavy. I think that's what's happening. I think because this is so opaque that it's hard to see. Like it's hiding the shimmer. All right, let's set it for a minute. You can see the opacity rating on pigments for their site. So you may need a different teal. Yeah, for sure. I was just using what I had there. Oh, you know what? I wonder about this. Manganese violet. I think that's more opaque, more translucent. Transparent. So you probably can't tell, but this one looks like it's coming up a little bit more green in person because of the influence of that gold in there. I don't think you can see it yet. I did not, Amalia, but it was tempting. I thought about it, and then I thought, I don't know, mortgage pigments. Huh. Try to get these to flip over on you again and show you the other colors. How did I do that? There you go. It's like magic. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, that's coming up a little greener because of that gold in there. So, Xander was saying, take a little teeny tiny bit of that and this Hosta pink. You're doing great, James. I got you. Tokyo pigments. Oh, don't tell me about another pigment place. It's really strong. Yeah, I know. Teeny tiny little speck. Let's just do that much for now. I remember that was really strong. It's transparent too, so we'll see. Hey, Linda. Let me just get a drop of this medium on there. And let's see what happens. Let me get rid of most of this. Can you guys see that? I wish I could zoom that better. I know. I know. Make it stop. See, this may do the same thing to this pigment. See, I know how strong that pigment is, but I think it's the opacity thing, and the Hosta Perm is transparent. All right, we're going to go with more of that. That didn't really make a dent. A tiny, tiny dent maybe, but not much. That opaque is just eating this up. See, I'm teaching you guys all what not to do. I know, it's very gracious of me. Jean, stand by while I click on that link. Oh no, I can't leave the site. I'll have to go back later. Maybe I don't want to know. I know I don't want to know. Wow, this is just not, it's not making an impact, Z. Going in deep. All right, we're going in deep. I'm going to put a little drop of that in there. More medium. If this doesn't do it, oop, get out of there. Get my mask. See, you clicked on the link. You should know better. Ay. Be sold out by the time I get to look at it later. Which would be a blessing in disguise. That's what I need to be doing. Paying for shipping. Oh, shit. Paying from shipping from Tokyo. Assuming Tokyo Pigments is in Tokyo. I don't know. Oh, shit. I did it again. I'm going to have contamination. It's doing something funky. It's not looking very pretty. Ooh, screech. I don't know. Maybe it will be. Of course, I'll never figure out this formulation again. I never measure. I like to wing it. I'm a winger, and I don't care. All right. Just for shits and gigs, let's see where we are. Well, it's definitely purple. Patti Deep Blue Silver. Oh, Lord. All right, let's see what it does on the black. That's not very attractive. Get it a little bit more watered down. It's kind of thick. Patty, the way you hold the black paper makes all the colors look so gorgeous. They all go well together. Trying to suck you in. I'm actually working on a commission basis with Chroma pigments. Just kidding. If only. All right, let's see what happens here when this dries down. So you can see the difference before I added the two turquoise ones. I don't know if it's going to show up any appreciable difference, but that's before the gold. That's after the gold. You can see the gold a little bit more in there. There you go. This one looks a little greener on the white. Hang on. This is kind of granulating, kind of cool, actually. Oh, we might have something here, Z. See where that's granulating and it's separating down at the bottom? Hello, lover. Now, I don't see much shimmer in there. Jet Pens is in the U.S., but they carry a lot of Japanese products that I assume they ship from their store in the U.S. Guess what we're doing? We're making more of that. Even though it's not awesome yet on the black, it's doing some very, puts me in the mind of Moon Glow, but a bright, pretty Moon Glow. Patty, was that black and turquoise? No, this was the cobalt blue turquoise light with chroma green and glitter gold and Hosta pink transparent. That doesn't have any black in it, the purple one there. I'm trying to get it to starting to show a little bit of shimmer in there. But look how that's separating. Oh, thank you, Azure Muse. Moonlight on top of water. What's the worst? It's not about my friend in the... Oh, no. Dave just texted me this picture. Babe's afraid of the storm. Oakley's cozying up to her and keeping her company on the sofa. I don't have any yellow pigments, James, is the problem. I have gold, but I don't have yellow. Which pink is it again? Hosta Perm Pink. I don't know if this will focus. Oh, there we go. Look at you focus. Where's the number? All right. So look where I got my dirty brush in that turquoise right there. Oh, hello, lover. Mama gonna make you all that way. No, it wasn't any black, Jean. It was the this knife is all jacked up. That is crooked and dilapidated and twisted on the end. All right, let's see. And this was a really strong pigment. When we used that in class, when we're trying to make a rose gold by using like a gold and a silver, and just the tiniest little bit of that made it similar rose gold. Yeah, Xander's going to have several colors of special mixes. All right, let's see what kind of mishmash we can make here. Mask. I'm wondering if I should mull this one. Oh, thanks for putting Xander's links out there. Purple is a cult favorite for a lot of us. Put purple and teal together. I almost can't stand myself. I'm wondering if it's the teal that's the granulating color. I had another good idea. I started to go in the cabinet for, then I forgot what the hell I was going to do. Too many ideas running around in my head. We're gonna all mingle. It's one big mishmash. We're gonna get her all in a pile. All right. The black. It's sort of there. It's got a little shimmer to it, but the purple's really dead on the black, I think. It doesn't have any oomph or appeal to me. Let's see what this one does. It's about the same. And again, this isn't watercolor paper. This is just bond paper. I just wanted it against black because it pushes that shimmer out. All right, let's try this on white. Yeah, that's very reminds me of kind of moon glow with a little shimmer showing in the darkest bits. It's funny that you don't see as much. Well, you do see it. Yeah, you do. What the hell am I talking about? Sorry, this is about my friend in the ICU. Hang on. Sorry, guys. So that was a good report, actually, of some progress. Baby steps. Got a long road for sure. Let's see, that looks more blue there. This has more purple in it. Got to go a little more hosta. Thank you, James. He'll take all the prayers he can get, I'm sure. Single case. He's an electrician, and he was working in an old school on the HVAC system. And they are assuming, they can't prove it, nobody else that was with him got sick. They said it was a perfect storm. He was in the wrong, he's a healthy guy, but he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And he said if he just breathed in one spore of it, it could put him right where he is. But it's when he first went in, his one lung was 100% full, the other one was 95% full. It was bad. Really bad. And he's, they said him being strong and healthy going in, he's 51, is what's helping him to be able to fight back at this. So, but he was on a ventilator. Well, he's been on it, still in. Today's the 10th day. Yeah. But they said that because they think he was compromised when he was exposed by a sinus infection that was coming on. He wasn't feeling good for a couple days, but they can't really figure out yet if that was before this happened or after. It's hard to tell because there's an incubation period before you see the signs of the Legionnaires. So the timing is off because of that incubation period, but nobody he was working with on that job has been affected. Thanks, everybody. That's got to go a little more purple. Putting one more in there, and then we're going to call that one quits. I'm thinking about maybe putting some silver in there. That's what I'm thinking. One thing they said when we were up at Kramer, they said wearing a mask is optional because their pigments are not toxic. Or at least the ones we were working with that day were not toxic. I might be making this a ball of poop right now. Right. Yeah, I know. Yep, you still don't want to be inhaling it. Urgh. Lord, fingernails on a chalkboard. Sorry about that one. All right, let me see what we got here for silver. I have oh, hey, you know what might be good in there, Z? The Star Gloss. I'm running low on that. But that's the one that's more like glitter, so it's not quite as fine. I think that's what we'll do. This will be more prominent in this opaque little world we're dealing with here. Let's try some of this. This is Star Gloss, and you can maybe see the shimmer. Oops, hello. Where do we go? There we go. I'm almost out of this lovely little pigment. The lid on, put the mask on. Let's see what happens there. Well, like I said, even baby poop is pretty when it sparkles. I can't see you in there. All right, well. I'm digging through my drawer here. Let's do a little teeny tiny bit of this one. This is more like powder. This is sterling silver. Oop, that hardened up real quick. I need a, that's one of those pigments that really sucks up the medium. What time's it getting me? 9:30. I've been down here 2 hours already. I know it'll be like $1 million a half pan, Dr. Dot. I think if I even went back and looked at what I did, I couldn't duplicate it. That's what makes them special. All right, let's see if any of that made a difference. Oh, look what this one did. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hello, lover. Look at you, you granulating purple teal fool you. Oh, mama like you. Now, hopefully, this didn't take too much away from that. I want to put another bit up here. Get some more water in it, give it a chance to granulate like that and see what we get. That one down there. Hey, Teresa. I'm doing some mad scientist experiments with some new Chroma pigments that I got. And look at that rascal right there. If Randy's on, he will love that one. That's right in our wheelhouse with that purple teal mix. That even granulated more than this one did. And I wonder, damn it, I don't know how to do it. All right, let's see what happens with these two that I just put on there. And I don't care for them on black. They're not doing a thing for me on black. But look at that one. Hello, lover. That's Chroma green. And this one's really pretty. I wish you guys could really see what that's doing. Ugh. No idea. Not a clue. Well, I do have an idea. It's made out of something on here. That's starting to break apart too. I want to see if any of that shimmer shows up. All right. Maybe it needs more teal in it. Eileen, hello, Eileen. Oh, man. Why didn't you people stop me when I was right there? Yeah, I'm a winger. I'm a winger. Oh, Lord. Oh. Better late than never, Teresa. Oh, hell, I put my finger in it. I can see it granulating, though. See it starting to break out of there. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a pan. Oh, watch me now get smart. No thanks to any of you people. Oh, Lord, what am I even going to call this one? Oh, hell. Pan's not big enough to write all that on it. I really don't want to look at Tokyo. Oh, Teresa and Randy, you might be interested in that. There was a link somebody put up to a Tokyo Pigment site, and they're all telling me how wonderful it is. So, oh, Lord, beware. All right, I'm going to stop with this one. I'm going to pick a pan of this. It's very moon glowy, but brighter. Me go first. Great. This one here is awesome. Let me see if a little bit of this, a real thin little teeny tiny mix of that. Well, I have enough there. Let's see. Maybe what I'll do. Well, just because I feel crazy, Doesn't make me a bad person. Oh, are you guys naming it Galaxy? Oh, there you go. Let's put a little bit more of this back in this little batch right here because I think that's what's granulating and making it fabulous. Here I go again. Oh, hell's bells. What are you going to do? You know? Keeps me off the street. Barely. Do we need to stop me? I'd like to see you try. Back to the streets. Hey, my knees are too bad for that nonsense now. Now, you caught me back in the day. That's a different story. Just kidding, of course. Never been a real pole dancer. I've tangled with the pole or two, but not for a living. Only at a party here and there. I'm running out of room on here. You know I'm going to try to get back there, don't you? Let's see. I just read what Tracer wrote. Yin Min Blue? What the hell is Yin Min Blue? I feel like I should know what that is. Ay. Okay, this is starting to pull out a little bit more. See that? More of that teal coming up there? A little of the shimmer. Carrie Ann, you never know. You take a break, you never know what you're coming into. It's a new blue as of last year. Oh, no. I better write that down. I remember reading about a new pigment was like discovered or something, but I don't remember what it was. All right. I'm going to make, so this one has more, I'm going to make a note on here, more cobalt blue. Cobalt blue. These long names, very hard to write on these small little pans. All right, I'm going to make a pan of this. You know what I'm going to do with this, don't you? I know you know. We're going more teal. Yes, we are. We're going to bring it back. We might have gone too far the other way now, but that's okay. I've seen Azure. I've seen Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, did one out of bottle caps, and I've seen them. I've seen different places online where they've done them. I guess eventually they would rust. I mean, I guess it's not a permanent thing. Oh, you know what I want to tell you guys? I was watching a video, a YouTube video came up in my feed. Oh my God, I forget the guy's name. He's at one of the pen guru guys. Not from the shop, not from the Jet Pens or the Goulet pen, not that. He just has his own channel and is a big pen fan, fountain pens. And he was talking about, he's showing this watercolor palette that he bought from another friend on YouTube that was selling it. He said for a good price. It was really cool looking. So I found out what it was, and I went to look at them. Just the palettes are over $300 for an empty palette. It's made out of all brass. Oh, yeah, water bottle. They're plastic ones. That's a good idea. I remember the one I saw was like the metal ones. But once you take those off, they kind of bend. Patty, you going to give it a kick of life? Well, I'm going to get a kick of something. My glasses keep fogging up with this mask over my face. Oh. This is going back to the teal side now, or the blue side. Oh man, 300 for an, and it was it held 16 colors. It was rectangular. It looked about this big. It was like a pale sagey green spray coated enamel over it. It had two big rounded domes that were wells. But when you opened it, it flipped up this way with wells. It opened this way with wells. And then it had two flat palettes. So it had all this mixing area, but 16 full pans in the middle. It's a, oh, what the hell? Indian. It's an Indian. They're on Facebook. They have a Facebook page. Indian Brass Palettes, I think it's called. Very creative, but tells you what it is. All right. But yeah, some of them were closer to 400 for the ones that were a little bit bigger. I thought, oh, Mom, I'm not going to do that. I mean, which 16 pigments would I put in there, really? Let's think about that. Oh, hell, we're way back blue now. Might have gone too far. I need another piece of paper. Patty may need this 2 pure gold powder. Oh, Lord. Great, Eileen. You're not helping me, Eileen. You're not helping me. It's really thick. Oh, that's breaking apart already. Pure silver. Eileen, remind me to bring you when I see you in Boca. Oh, maybe you're going to pick a few out and buy for me to give to me in person when I see you in November. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, that's pretty much breaking up pretty good there. Let's see where it ends up. But you know, while I'm sitting here, I'm thinking maybe a little more star gloss wouldn't kill it. Oops. Oops. Oh, shit. I turned that one over. Ooh, Lord, look, I set this right in it. Trying to read the chat and work with all this stuff around me that's very volatile. Yeah, look at that one separating more and more as it just sits there. Oh, Gene, what's happening? Here's my mask. It's nice and smooth now. It's kind of a muddy look, and it's not a pretty color when you first put it on there. I'm going to get it to come down in a lighter wash where you can really see it granulate. Well, I don't know. And see, this one, that's coming out pretty good. Sure. Can't make it show the purpley parts. There you go. You can kind of see it. You get it, right? Patty, do I email you my address now or later? What are you emailing me your address for? Jeez, how did you? Where are you, James? You must be, where are you? 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? Oh, 5, 3, 5. You're in the UK? Maybe? It's even separating here where I wet it a little bit. Oh, Lordy. It looks like a chalky color here. Night, James. Yo, London. Yeah, there you go. That's a late night. Hi, Jillian. Thanks again for my puppy. Hey, Nisha. All right, let me we got different shades of my craziness over here. You know I'm going to do something crazy to whatever doesn't fit in here, don't you? But what will I do? Three shades back there getting bluer and bluer. Have to call these guys. I know. I know. So I got this sitting here. What am I going to do to you? Lagoon? Let me look at my little magical pigment drawer. Oh. Coppery red gold now. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Let's put a little magic violet in there, shall we? Oh, there's a lot of mopping to do, but I'll yeah, there's a lot of pigment still on here. I need a utensil. I'm going to take this. This is magic violet I'm putting in here. Uh-oh, this might be good. It's another couple drops of my elixir. I think after this one, I'm going to clean up and go upstairs. 10 o'clock. Good night. This will either be spectacular or we're back to the shiny baby poop. I do not know. That might be just what I do with these, is make some kind of a galaxy painting. But I would recommend shying away from using any of the expensive pearlescent pigments with something that's opaque like this is, because that kind of kills it. I didn't have a stroke. I'm just looking at the chat. I crack you up. I wonder what I said that was funny. Darn it, I missed it. Oh, Lord. Let's see what we got now. All right, this one I think will be popping on the white better. Does the pigment info tell you it is opaque? It does online. I didn't write it on here, but I know that all the cobalt teals and the cobalt turquoises and all that stuff, they're all opaque. They don't make that in a transparent. It doesn't come in a transparent pigment. So here's what these did. They're all breaking apart, which I love. Not as much as my original one, though. But that's okay. I'll have my swatch to remember. You'd think I could, well, you can see the shimmer in these once they dry. Come on, baby, work with mama. There we go. See that shimmer in there? It does come up when it's dry. And that one you can see. You can see it in all those. Now this one should really be shimmering. But we won't be able to see that until it dries. And that's breaking apart pretty good. So that one might not be bad. Don't like any of those on blue though. Okay, give me another pan. Oh, good Lord. Now, Z, what were you telling me to do with B paper when I got down to little traces on here? Let me see. Rolling pad. CB, I don't want to know about your private life. Oh, I forget now. People on YouTube can actually see the chat. So when you people get trashy, they'll be able to see it. Spritz it with water and pick it up with B paper. Oh, okay. It's a lot of pigment on here still, though. It's all kind of crazy going on in here. All up in here. Try to get it kind of thin, spread out. It's kind of dried on there. Oh, that's kind of dry pigment. Okay. All right, stop. I'm just going to use my distilled water. It's right here and put my mask on. All right, let's see. Oh, hell. I just happen to have a little piece of B paper right here. And I'm going to grab a little piece of black, too. Because I can. See what happens. CB! Oh, you missed it. Okay, this is distilled water. I'm just wetting this now. Oh, that's kind of cool. See when you wet it, how you start to see the shimmer separating in rivers in there. See that? Patty's what the hell paints. That's about right. What the hell's going on here? It's like a jelly print without the jelly. All right. That's really heavy pigment. That doesn't look so good. Let's stick some up on black. You can see some of that shimmering going on in there a little bit. Let me put a little more water on here. You people talk me into anything. I have to have a chaperone down here with me. Oh, hello, lover. Not a shim going on in there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to tilt it too much. Oh. Ha ha. That's looking pretty awesome too. I'm running out of places to put things. I'm going to get another piece of bee paper. Look what's happening there with these circle things. It's like the aliens are. Oh, that's why. This is in a clump right there. Let's get that spread out a little bit. Yupo. Well, that's a little dry. Needs more water for those pigments to separate as they settle in. Ho, ho, ho. You guys should see that one. All right, let me find a little piece of Yupo. I know I have some little pieces, but where are you? Little pieces of Yupo? I don't know. I have them somewhere cut down, actually. Where the hell did I come? Oh, Lord, I sat too long. Jesus. Well, they're not in the Yupo department. That's disturbing. I've organized myself into oblivion, apparently. Hang on, I'm not even looking at the desk, let alone the computer and chat. So where the hell? Oh, come on. All right. I hate to waste a piece of Yupo. I only have these big pieces. Salt. That's all I need to know. That and a little queso fondita. I'm all yours. Oh, God bless me. That's a hunk right there. That's got to be added to the party. Some of these dry bits. Oh man, you guys should see what this looks like in person. All right. Oh. Well, kind of unexpected. There's your Baltimore moon, Kayla. Ah. I'm going to try and let that level and I have no flat surface left in the whole joint. I'm going to have to put it on the floor. No, I don't. I'm going to put it over this drawer. That's open here. And that's not level. There we go. Oh, hell. Avalanche. Really got to get down here and do something with this stuff. Look how pretty this is. I'm using up all my bee paper. I wanted to bind all this in my disc journal, which is what I was going to do tonight. Yeah, that was Yupo, Denise. And I didn't get there. Ooh, look at that swirling pretty. Look at you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, especially with Yupo, that stuff stays wet for a good while. Oh, that kind of mushed into just a big blur, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me pick more of this up here and there. Mix up that plain pattern a little bit. Give it a little bit of interest. Well, that did it. Holy moly. Okay. Stop the madness. We must make it stop, or we will be here all night. Now, when I get to the point where I can retire, I won't mind doing it all night, but as of now, I still get up and drag my sorry ass to work. But anyway, these are coming out pretty cool, actually. Trying to get the sparkle in there. Come on, sparkle for mama. Focus. There you go. There you go. There's all kind of crap in that one. Chroma green. We got gold. We got star gloss. I got Hosta Perm pink. Cobalt blue, turquoise light. Magic violet. Well, look, gray. There's a clump right there. I'm going to spray that clump. See what happens there and there. So these are just going to all be blobs of something cool to do something with. Look at how this metal's showing over here in this that one area. See those little lines of metallic showing in there? That's kind of cool. Anywho, all right, kids. Gonna have to go hose myself off. So here's, well, you can't really tell what all these are because I've blended them and who knows what the hell else I've done. But these are coming out pretty cool. It's kind of like my own secret mixture of, what's that stuff called? Moon Glow, Rose of Ultramarine, and Patti Surprise. I don't even know what the hell's in there. This one here is really cool. Randy and Teresa. You can't appreciate what this is doing here, but it's a bright magenta. It's a really pretty magenta that flashes into a coppery bronze. Let me try to roll it this way and see what happens. Oh, hell no. You can't really tell. But anyway, that's the Damask. Damask. What is it called? Damask. Royal Damask. I'm going to be making more of that. So, yeah, way to go, CB. We had some good yucks, I got to tell you. Anyway, all right, kids. The Yupo is, look how it's granulating on the Yupo. Looks like moon craters. And the moon. I'm just going to let this here and see what happens to that little experiment. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Trying to make myself presentable and non-toxic to make my way upstairs with my family. Hang out a little bit. So thanks for hanging last minute, guys. Sorry. It's always last minute. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it at all. So I guess that's, at least I got to stream, right? That's, look at the positives. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Try to give you more than 15 minutes warning next time. All right, now I got to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. To sign off. There we go. End stream. Over and out.